As you can see, we've pushed the pagoda into the light room, and yesterday afternoon I blew and brushed the previous cleaned roof off. Now it's a job I've wanted to do for a while, and that's recolour the roof. So it was all cleaned a while ago. Those of you that have followed this build would have seen me cleaning the roof extensively previous times. So I've dusted it all off, blew it off, brushed it off, and this morning I've masked it off, and it's now ready to start receiving its colour. It's just gone a little bit faded over the years, so we'll restore it to its natural beauty. That's if brown can be beautiful. I'm sure there's those of you out there that like brown. Once I've set up to paint it, I'm going to be spraying it, so I'll put the camera in the stand and let you see some of it. Once the colour's gone off, I'll re-waterproof it as well. So see you a little bit later when we start the process. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Devil is in the Detail. Well, as you know by the previous video, I've got the car ready to have a new colour. Well, it's the same colour, it's dark brown, but this has faded over the years, so I'm about to recolour it. Now, I've got everything ready. Got the gun set up, and basically I've got the pressure set at 30 psi. So I'm going to start giving it the first coat. Now the following two coats will be exactly the same as what you're going to see here, so I shan't record all of it until I get to the waterproofing. So I thought I'd just show you the initial, putting the first coat on, and then we'll let that soak in and go off before we apply the second coat. What I don't want to do is just saturate it. I don't want it blotchy, I want to spread it, that's why I'm using the spray gun. So I want a nice even finish. So I'll let you have a little look at me applying this, and we'll see how it goes. So a bit of self-protection for a change. This is a water-based product, so there's no solvents flying about. I'll put the respirator on purely just to show a little bit of safety, but running at 30 psi, when you turn the gun on, it lowers it to about 25, so we don't get masses of overspray in the air and all the product goes onto the panel. I'll take the camera out now, although I think you can see from here the difference in the colour already. and obviously this is just a really light coat to start it off, so it'll really go to a deep tobacco brown. I'm just going to complete the other side on its first coat, and then we'll leave it to settle in. Okay, well that's the first coat on. I'm sure you could see the difference already. So I'm going to let that now. I've got a little run here that obviously put a little bit too much on. But I mean the dye is really deep and it'll stain everything. You can see I've the devil's in the detail. Got my painting coat on. And that's it, really. It's going to be 3 coats of the same. I'm going to let it dry, and then I've bought Fab Seal in spray form for the roof. It's an aerosol spray, and that'll just be applied exactly the same. And again, there'll be 3 coats of that. But I'll show you the first coat of when I waterproof. This I'm going to give about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It's not that warm today. I mean, I'm showing 8 degrees in here, which is still pretty cold. But because it's water-based, you know, it isn't about getting it hot to make it dry. I want it to soak into the canvas, and the longer it takes to dry, the more it will sink in anyway. So, you know, it's pretty much ideal for me. When I put the waterproofer on, I'm hoping it's warmer. I could warm the light room up to take the temperature up if I have to. But there you go. So I'll see you later on. Ta-da. What I forgot to tell you before I started is the what I'm using to colour it. It's Renovo, and this happens to be dark brown. So as usual, I use the Renovo colour dye. I've always found it reliable and it lasts. So there you go. Right then, see you later. Right, the roof's now had 3 coats, and although it looks dark, it will sort of lighten up as it dries. I don't want it to lighten too much, but it'll certainly lighten up more than it looks at the moment. I'll got to warm it up now and dry it off, check that it's not blotchy, and if it's okay, I can apply the waterproofer. So so far everything looks okay. It certainly has changed the colour, but it's supposed to be tobacco brown, and that's what it looks like it's going to be. So there we have it. That's the colour done. the waterproof will be next. See you later. Hello ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's the next day, and although the roof has dried a lot darker than I expected it to, it still is brown, but it is dark brown, and I think the tobacco brown is supposed to be dark. Well, it is on the hard top, and that's a dark brown, so I expected it to lighten up a little bit more than it has, but it hasn't, so it is what it is. So now I'm going to apply the protector. Obviously the roof's dry now, and I'm just going to spray the waterproofer on. So basically it ain't nothing special, everybody can use an aerosol, but I thought I'd show the fact that it's having it on. Now I'm going to continue and do the other side, and then I'll let that sit for half an hour, and then I'll give it another coat. 2 coats of this should be more than enough to protect the roof, but once I've got it on, I'll put a plastic or rubber glove on, and I'll wipe it into the grain, so that I know that it's gone in. So I better get the other side done. I'm not going to put you through the agony of watching it all, but you get the idea. So usually I would use a G-Technic fabric protector, but I decided to use Fabsil this time. I've had good results with this before, and there's no reason why it can't do it again. Right then, I'll see you later, and thanks for watching. Right, so I'll give that 20 minutes just to go off a little bit, and then I'll give it another coat and do exactly the same. So basically, once it has its next coat, the roof's finished, and I can unmask the car. Don't like leaving masking tape on there too long. master car, let it dry over the weekend, and then remove the masking. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with something else on this over the next week. So keep your eyes open for the next episode. I've got to go to the SL shop and purchase some parts before I could carry on, so I'll need a few days to be able to get over there and collect the bits. So there we have it, one roof recoloured and waterproofed. See you later.